Question number 81. Here they said in Microsoft SQL Server they have a data for order table. Okay, that table contains 100 million records. Now let's see the sample data here. Here instead of 100 million rows, I just created 4 rows. Okay, for just our sample example. What's the question? During the development process, you need to import a sample of data from order table. Okay? Instead of importing all the 4 rows, they want to import only sample of data. Okay, something the rows which they needed, sample data only they want to import. In that case, they don't need all the 4 rows, they need only the required sample data. In that case, what solution will meet their goal? First solution, you add a report level filter that filters based on order date. Okay, in the Power BI filters pane, you will be try to add order date, then only report level filter will be applied. For that, first you need to import whole table, 100 million rows, whole table. Okay, but in our condition, we need to import a sample of data. So this solution will not be work. Answer is no. Coming to the second solution, add a var class to the SQL statement. Yes. Why? Because when you are trying to establish a connection, let's see, get data more. Okay, I am having data in Portuguese SQL database. I'll try to establish a connection here. Next, DB name, neon DB. Import, click on advanced option. Here you can see SQL statement option is there. Now try to give your SQL statement which sample data you need. For example, in my case, I need the data when order date is equal to 2024 1 1. Okay, click on OK. In our actual database, you can see we have 4 data, but in my condition, I required only 2 data where the order date is January 1st. It means order ID 1 and 3. Let's see, in our Power BI, order 1 and 3 will be imported. So we are importing only the sample data. Okay, 2 rows added. For your understanding, I will be creating the table visual and including the order ID and order date. Okay, you can see January 1 we have don't sum up this. Here you can see in January 1 we have 2 customers. Okay, now why first option is wrong? You can see 2 data is included. Now in filter pane you are including the order date. Here if you are selecting any date, it will reflect the data which is imported. Okay, you imported 100 million rows, then it will filter here. But while importing itself, we need only the sample data. That's what the question said. So when you try to establish a connection to the server, in that time itself, you can specify the var statement. Click on advanced option, specify the var statement, then the sample data only be included. Question number 82. Here they have one Power BI report named orders. It have the analysis for total sales, count of orders, new and repeat customer counts. The data model size is nearing the limit of datasets shared capacity. Okay, they are running out of the data model size. The model view given here, they have 3 tables: customers, orders, and date. It have relationship among them. Now the order table screenshot provided here, it have 8 columns: order ID, customer ID, order date, product ID, unit price, quantity, discount, and sales. Let's see, this is our sample data in Power BI. Okay, now what's the question? They are asking summarizing the orders by customer ID, order ID, and order date. Okay, if we summarize this first 3 columns, will this reduce the size without affect the analysis? No. Summarizing will help us to reduce the size of the visual. Okay,
It will not help us to reduce the size of the data model. So answer is no. Coming to the second question, removing the customer ID column will reduce the model size, still support the analysis. Okay, let's see. This is our customer ID column. This is the uniquely identified values. Okay, this we need for the analysis. Removing the column will reduce the size. Yes, I agree. But removing the customer ID column will affect the analysis. So we need customer ID column for new repeat customer counts. So answer is no. Third one, removing the unit price and discount column. Yeah, removing the column will reduce the size. Let's see unit price and discount column without affect the analysis or not. Let's see unit price and discount column, remove columns. Yes, we have removed. Let's see our analysis total sales over time. Sales total column we will use for this. The count of orders over time. Order ID we have. By this we can able to analyze that. New and repeat customer counts. Yes, customer ID we have. We can see new and repeated customers. In this three analysis, we don't see unit price and discount column need. So we can remove that. It will reduce the size. So answer is question number 83. Here they said they have a Power BI report that imports date and sales table. Okay. Sales table have three foreign keys: due date, order date, delivery date. Let's see this in Power BI. Go to the table view. This is our sample sales table. Here three columns: order date, due date, delivery date. Okay. Three foreign keys are there. This is our actual date table. Okay. Now we need to support the analysis for sales over time based on all date foreign keys. Okay, we need to do the analysis for the sales with respect to the date foreign keys: due date, order date, delivery date. Let's see which will meet this goal. We need to select yes or no. Solution 1: for each date foreign key you add inactive relationship between sales and date table. Go to the model view. This is our sales table, this is our date table. Okay, for each foreign date key we are adding inactive relationship between sales and date table. You can see all three relationships are inactive, but this will not work. For doing the analysis, at least we have one active relationship. So this option is not correct. Answer is no. Coming to the second solution, from Power Query Editor, you rename the date query as due date. Go to Power Query Editor. We have the date query. Rename this as due date. Okay. You reference the due date query twice to make the queries for order date and delivery date. Okay. We renamed the date query as due date. Right click, reference, make this as order date. Now again reference the due date and make this as delivery date. Yes, this will works. Okay, this will help us to do the analysis based on all the three foreign keys. Okay, here you can see all the three foreign keys. We can able to create a relationship in our model view. Give apply changes. Okay, now here three date table we will be getting. Okay, due date, delivery date, order date. We can create separate relationship with the sales table and do our analysis. Okay, now we can able to analyze the sales over all the three foreign keys. We can change this relationship to here. Okay, sales table to order date. Okay, common column date, save. Active relationship. Likewise, you can change this relationship with delivery date, change the common column date, save. Now you can see three different active relationship with the sales table. Make this relationship active. Now this will help you to do the analysis for the sales over time. Okay, three different active relationships. All the three date foreign keys are utilized here. So this is the correct solution for us. Let's see. From the fields pane, you rename the date table to due date and use DAX expression to create order date and delivery date. In go to the report view, here they said this is our here we have date table. Now we want to rename this as due date and we are using DAX expression to create new order date and delivery date calculated tables. This will increase the size. They said instead of referencing this, we are creating as a calculated table. New table two times to create a delivery date and order date. For that we are using DAX expression. In that case, it will increase the model size and somewhat complicated also. Okay, but here they said we need to reference, so that we are referencing the foreign keys. So option 2 is question number 84. Here in Power BI report they have one measure named total sales. Okay, now we want to create one other one measure that need to return the total sales. This value need to be year up to a selected date. Okay, for example, if you are calculating total sales for the year 2024, then the answer need to be up to the selected date total. For example, if you are selecting April, then the total sales need to be from January to April for that particular year. Okay, which DAX expression is the correct one? Let's see. Measure equal to, among these four function, which is the correct function to calculate the total sales for a year up to date? Year up to date, from the function itself we can say year to date, total year to date, YTT. So this is the correct one. Coming to the next expression, total sales. Second argument is total sales. Total sales is the measure. They said the Power BI report contains a measure total sales. Next, the total YTD second argument is filter. Which filter? Date. It need the selected date. So from the date table, which date we are selecting, according to that date, it will provide the year to date value. Let's see this in Power BI. Okay. In table view, this is our date table. This is our sales table. In model view, we have the relationship between date table and the sales table. Go to the report view. For your understanding, I am creating the sales table in table visual. Order date, sales amount, order ID, order date, sales amount. Okay, order ID, order date, sales amount. Okay, let's see. We have the total sales measure here. That's what they said, na? Total sales equal to sum of total sales. Here, what's the total sales for all the value? 7,500. Okay. Now another measure they want to create, total sales YTD. Okay. Here first correct function is total YTD, year to date. This function accepts two arguments. First one is the measure total sales. It means all the sum up value. Second value is the filter, the sum up value for particular date which we are selecting. Okay, it will return the total sales. For example, here I am selecting the date April 1. Okay, April 1, 2024. Here you can see April 1, 2024, 1200. Now what way this will do? It accepts the date value as April 1, 2024 and it calculates the total sales from year to date function. So it calculates the total value from the particular year starting Jan, Feb, March and April. Till April only we are selected now. So Jan, Feb, March, April value, which means 1000, 1500, 2000, 1200. What's the value here? 2000, 4000, 5000, 5700. Okay, let's see. if this works. Now for this particular visual, I am creating the filter. Before that, we need to see the year to date measure. So click on the card visual and select this. Okay, card visual and selecting the year to date measure. It's displaying here. For this particular visual, I am selecting the filter as a month. Filter on this visual is month, basic filter. Okay, let's say I am selecting April 4. Now what's the value? 5700. How it comes? Here I explained already. Answer is 5700. That's what this function do. Let's see if I am selecting 3. It means till March it will give 1000, 2500, 4500. Okay, likewise if I am selecting 2, till February it will calculate 2500. Okay, so year to date function will return the sum from starting of the year, it means January, till the selected month. Here selected month is April, so till the April it gives. So the correct answer to calculate the sum of total sales for a year up to selected date is total YTD. Filter here according to the date which we have selected, we are calculating the total sales. So date table, date column. Question number 85. You have two tables, customer and transaction. It have respective columns. You import the tables. Okay, which relationship we need to use to link the tables. By default, you can see one customer can have multiple transactions, right? In bank and all, let's assume I am one customer, I can do multiple transaction. So customer side is one, transaction side is many. Let's see in Power BI, this is the table view, this is our transaction table. You can see customer 1 have multiple transaction, T1, T2, T5. So one customer can have multiple transaction. This is the default work. Go to the model view. Here you can see customer side it's one, transaction side it's many. It means one customer can have multiple transactions, so one to many relationship is applicable here. So correct option is D, one to many from customer to transaction. This word is important. One is corresponding to the customer, many is corresponding to the transaction. Okay, one customer can have multiple transaction. The first option will be confused for you, both are same, but here transaction to customer, one transaction cannot have multiple customers, so this is wrong. Only option D, one to many from customer to transaction, one customer can have multiple transaction, one to many is correct option D.